documenting the civil rights movement. He's respected all over the world. And the story that broke yesterday is photographer Ernie Weathers doubled as FBI informant to spy on the civil rights movement. So when you think about the people that have died, the people who have been framed, the people that have gone to jail, and you look back at this human being. Now, here's more bothering than that. Here's when they asked Andy Young about it. Andy Young, who was one of King's trusted lieutenants, Andy Young said that Andy, they quote Andy, now 78, said, it isn't bothering that Withers secretly worked as an informant with sniping with picking the civil rights movement. I always liked him. He was a good photographer. And then he says, what's wrong with a brother making some extra money? I don't think Dr. King would have mind him making a little money on the side. Now, let me tell you, if the Ku Klux Klan said that, or a white conservative Republican said that, decent people would be out of their mind. But a thug like Andy Young can say that with admiration. That's like somebody said, oh, Hitler was a good photographer. And so, again, when you look at this, and I've called my researchers, we're fixing this.
Well, they're telling us that being a betrayer, being a Judas Iscariot, being a Benedict Arnold, being a spy is a good thing, and that you should be proud of being treacherous. I mean, it's just like they tell us torture is good or preemptive wars are good. They're selling us pure evil and now exercising evil out in the open, like they come out and say, yeah, we're growing the opium. Yeah, we're shipping the drugs in. Yeah, we put out fake bin Laden videos. I mean, the CIA came out, and they're just training us to accept pure evil.
You know, when you have somebody answer a question like that, it sounds like they're covering themselves for the day when theirs will come out. Okay? There's no way the number one assassination in the history of planet Earth was the king. And I say that because of the news media. There's many assassinations, but nobody got to see them with your eyes. And here's a man that's part of that. Next to him, one of his closest advisors is a photographer that was more than a photographer. He was trusted. He sit in the room. He was giving Hoover all the plans, what was going to happen, when it was going to happen, and he was heavily involved in the last day of King's life.
This is incredible. So you're saying, is that the same photographer that took the famous shots of Jesse Jackson pointing?
Yes. Yes.
That guy was a federal informant, and we know the government was involved in killing Martin Luther King. This is incredible.
You know, when you stop and think, but here's what else is incredible. If you go back, you remember that famous shot, right?
Yes.
Now, think about, if you and I stand on the balcony and a shot come out, are we going to hit the ground?
Yes.
Because we don't know if there's going to be another shot, right?
Yes.
So why was that group standing up pointing up the wrong direction when the shot really came from the ground? Unless they knew it wasn't going to be another shot.
Well, that's the word I've gotten about, well, there's been some questions about Mr. Jackson.
There's been a lot of questions about Jackson. There's been a lot of questions about a whole lot of people. When you read this article, there start being questions about Benjamin Hooks. There started being questions about a whole lot of people in that movement who nobody ever suspected. Because let me tell you how I get tricked. I grew up in the Baptist church, okay? I grew up seeing pictures of Judas. And Judas, they told me when I was a little boy, Judas portrayed Jesus Christ. And Judas always had this strange look on his face. So when you see that as a little boy, you say anybody that's working as an informant, you can tell. This guy was so kind and peaceful and loving. And so now the whole Judas thing, Judas has a new face now. And so when you stop and think about, and when you read that article, you will see a whole lot of folks that they ask questions to, the invaders. It is what happened.
Yeah, you're saying a lot of other inner people are acting suspicious and saying, hey, there's no big deal being a federal informant. And as you're saying, that shows that the evidence is they don't feel guilty because they did it too. Mr. Gregory, stay there. We've got a quick break coming up. I want to finish up with this and then get into your going public for 9/11 Truth. Dick Gregory is our guest, civil rights icon, amazing intel on the Martin Luther King assassination. It's all coming up. We'll give you the headline on the news article as well. When we return, stay with us.
Buy the case or buy the pallet. Sapaco's Sure Pack MREs are the most well-balanced, great-tasting meals ready to eat available at MyersCustomSupply.com. Sapaco's Sure Pack MREs are great for any situation. Come with or without flameless ration heaters, are easy to transport, and easy to store with a 3 to 5 year shelf life. And you can buy just a case or an entire pallet. Either way, Sapaco's Sure Pack MREs are ready to eat hot or cold. Experience superior customer service from the #1 Sapaco supplier that's been in business since 1997. When you order your Sapaco Sure Pack MREs from MyersCustomSupply.com, get fast free shipping and 5% off your total order by using promo code GCN5 at checkout. Call 1-800-451-6105 or visit MyersCustomSupply.com. That's MEYERS CustomSupply.com or call 800-451-6105. For the lowest prices on the internet, visit MyersCustomSupply.com.
Good day. Jim Newcomer from Midas Resources. September 14th, 2010. Gold opened this morning at $12.5720. A 1-ounce gold coin can be purchased for $12.90.50, $6.45.25 for a half ounce, or $3.22.63 for a quarter ounce. That's $12.90.50, $6.45.25, or $3.22.63.
Again, the Congressional Budget Office sounds the alarm, warning of Greek-style U.S. debt crises. CBO is drawing a parallel between U.S. economy and the Greek economic meltdown. Debt to GDP climbing to unfamiliar territory and deficits rising to unsupportable levels. Hi, Ted Anderson. The Federal Debt and Risk of Financial Crises document the CBO has published is a must-read for every American. Covering the risks of deficit spending, aging population, and rising interest rates spells economic disaster. Call today at 800-686-2237. I'll send it free. Again, call 800-686-2237. Ask for the CBO document. Call 800-686-2237.
You may be arrested and or subject to other police action.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship. Body scanners, sound cannons, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan. The police state isn't coming. It's here. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or see it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
How well and how fast does Heart and Body Extract work to improve blood circulation? Listen.
My name is Ellis, and I am 66 years old, and I live in Jacksonville, Florida. 2 years ago, I was diagnosed as having clogged arteries. I had 70% blockage in one artery leading to my heart. They wanted me to go on Plavix, but I refused, knowing the negative side effects.
Heart and Body Extract is a unique balance, synergy, and proportion of herbs reaching from head to toe at maximum absorption around 95% at the cellular level.
Within the first month, I felt a dramatic difference. The heaviness in my legs was reduced, and within 2 months, I felt completely normal.
Your natural organic herbal formula for heart health is Heart and Body Extract. Heart and Body Extract comes with a 100% ironclad money-back guarantee. Details at hbextract.com or call 866-295-5305 for Heart and Body Extract. Call 866-295-5305, 866-295-5305 for Heart and Body Extract.
All right, going back to Dick Gregory. Dick, we've got limited time here with you, but this is major breaking news. I want to Google search that headline out of the Memphis newspaper. Give us the name of the paper and the headline again, and we're also simulcasting at prisonplanet.tv. We'll put that news article up as a record of what you've been covering. Give us the news headline and the newspaper.
The Memphis Commercial Appeal. It was in Monday's paper, and the headline was, photographer Ernie Withers doubled as FBI informant to spy on the civil rights movement.
So if you just search man doubled as informant to spy on civil rights movement, that should pull it up from the Memphis Appeal. We're going to get that up on screen right now. Now, obviously, sir, it's an honor to have you. I want to get you back up soon now that I know you like the work we're doing and are familiar with it. But I do want to start getting into your 9/11 hunger strike and that whole giant issue. But any other points you want to make about his chief photographer, now it being admitted that, there it is, photographer Ernest Weathers doubled as FBI informant to spy on civil rights movement. He provided agency with insider view of volatile period, and they spin the whole filthy article like this is a good thing. Betraying a serious leader who put his life on the line, who gave speeches in the month before saying he knew he was going to be going home soon, a man who put his, you say whatever you want about Martin Luther King, he had courage. Just like Mahatma Gandhi, and they killed him better than a hammer, and the evidence is clear, and James Earl Ray admitted it was all a setup. Please continue.
And so what we're looking at now is, when you look at September the 11th, the reason this is different, because when you look at all the other assassinations, before Kennedy was killed, did you have a show?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so there was nobody out here that had looked at it. When Martin was killed, all at once now, when September the 11th hit, you got folks out here. Let me tell you, I'm the one who released the pictures with Ron Brown, who was Secretary of Commerce.
And you were the guy that made them admit, they called you a conspiracy theorist, that the head coroner at the Air Force, a colonel, said he had a bullet hole in his head, and others did. We know they had special forces on board. They killed everybody, blew the hatch, and heloed out. Go ahead.
Well, here's what happened. They couldn't deny it because the people that did the autopsy brought the pictures to me.
That's right.
And so I'm saying we have outlets now. But let me just tell you one thing. Is your mother alive?
Yes.
All right. If you walked in the house and your mother was on the phone and you said, who you talking to? She said, I just dialed 911. What kind of look do you think you would have on your face?
Shock.
All right. Anytime you say 911, that tells the brain to be scared. So
of course they picked 9/11 as a psyop and as a calling card.
That's right. But remember, in America, we never use a number for the month. We say Halloween is October 31st. Christmas is December 25th. We use a number for the first time because they have done the research and know every time you say that what happens.
And the subconscious message exactly is double fold. You call 911 for help, but the 911 is the government's number, and that's why Fox TV 6 months before put out an episode where the government runs a drill, so the rest of the government stands down, to fly a hijacked jet by remote control into the World Trade Center to then blame it on Afghanistan. Psychology shows that serial killers like to play games and let you know what they're doing.
Well, let me just say this to you here, because you know so much about the news media. If you was working for NBC, right, and on September the 11th, you witnessed, you're the one that had the video camera that took that second building being hit, right?
Yes.
Follow me? You would want a Pulitzer Prize, okay? Your name would be world-renowned, and you would get $40,000 a speech. How come we don't know who took that picture? Huh? How come one of the most famous pictures in the history of the planet, how come nobody knows the name of the person that took that picture? And so, you see, they don't count on folks like us, like you. And people, see, there's a lot of people that know things, but they never had nobody to call. I know what you do. I know how many people call you. I know you got to sift through. You got to have fantastic research, because the government will give you tips to throw everybody off. And so you have to look through it and say, wow, okay. And so consequently, if you look at the fire station, which is a block and a half away from the World Trade Building, and that day there was 343 firefighters that died. And
hold on, Dick.